From the first film, you kind of it's a hardcore action film. With this, you kind of raise it to a caper film. You know, what was the decision to go that route?
I think because on the first one, it was kind of a film that was built out of frustration, and so for me, that first movie was like a survival horror film with action beats in there, and I wanted to test out lots of different genres. For this one, what I wanted to do is to kind of like make a sort of an American gangster movie or a Japanese Yakuza movie, and just try doing like a different theme in that, where the action discipline would be silat, would be martial arts. And like for me, like both films, I've kind of seen it. There's not so much that the movies are martial arts movies per se. It's like that the action discipline is what is martial arts about it. So we don't follow those sort of archetypes of an usual martial arts movie, but it's just the action discipline. So then we can tell any story within that and try to fuse them together. That's kind of been what I've wanted to do since we started this on Rant. I wouldn't up until now.
Definitely, their character is much stronger, much more focused this time around. What was that experience like for you?
Yeah, a lot of experience for me. Like ada beberapa tantangan buat saya di sini, soalnya
There
lebih.
are challenges for me.
Ya, lebih banyak untuk tantangan untuk ke drama scene-nya.
There are more challenges in doing the drama scene.
Dan pastinya lebih kompleks, more complex for the choreography fight and the drama scene.
There's one sequence which seems impossible. It was so amazing. It was the car chase sequence.
Okay.
Tell me about that. How difficult was that to prepare and put to screen?
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, amazing.
It
was interesting for us because we've never done that before. Like we've never even kind of broached the idea of the car chase before. So to start off, I mean, I watched a lot of the great films, like watched like Ronin over and over again to see like some of the tricks and the camera movements, and then try to find interesting ways to kind of sell a sense of speed. And then it was just a case of, well, we can't compete with a lot of these films because we don't have the budget range. Like we didn't have enough money to kind of spend on a car chase the way you would over here. So once I knew that I had to make 6 or 7 cars last for 6 or 7 minutes worth of duration, it meant that I couldn't do the whole thing of just, okay, well, let's just throw this car through this building, throw this car through this structure, and then crash, 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 crash. So we decided to do it in a way which is like similar to the fight choreography, where like the cars themselves are having their own little choreography. So they're like, it's all about like bash, 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 and trying to like positioning and strategy, and the way that the guys are taken out is almost through something clever in the movement of the car or the manipulation of momentum and things like that. But the other thing that we did to kind of like make it a little bit more interesting was that idea of, when people do car crashes, usually in films, they focus entirely on the vehicle. They focus entirely on the metal and the glass. And what we were doing was focusing on the body inside. So again, these little gonzo moments where it's like, this is our thing that we do right, which is, the car hits the wall and it's all one continuous shot. You see the guy fly out. And so those are the little things that we could kind of create punchlines to make it a bit more energetic and adrenaline fueled compared to, if we had that big budget and just threw cars everywhere.
You've done a building, you've done cars. Where'd you go next with the Raid 3?
I don't know yet. We got to figure out. I do have one concept, which I'm kind of working on at the moment, which is kind of, it's all very early stages, but it's sort of like along the lines of a group fight where there's more than about 6 or 7 people, but they're all in synchronization with each other. It's like in tandem. So we're trying to work on like little cool ideas for that. I haven't even told him this yet, so that's first few jokes. So there you go, that's the homework, yeah?